Hello and welcome to today's Bring Back Paper. And today what I wanted to show you was just to walk you through how I use my bullet journal. I've had a few people ask about this and I'm keen to show you because this is kind of like bullet journaling for the unartistic. I have no drawing, doodling skills. You won't really see that in here. What you will see is how I use this to help me to be more productive, organised and on top of things, a little bit of journaling in there as well, and I just pretty it up with things like, I'll move you, washi tape, there's a big box of it there. I tend to use these fine liners to just set it up. They're spread out over here. I want a bit of washi tape lurking, and I use this pen when I'm actually filling in my bullet journal each day, my Lamy Safari fountain pen. So I will just flip through for you so you can see what I'm doing. I've just set this up. This is for February. I'm filming this the day before, so we're all set. I think this will you're probably seeing this second week in Feb, something like that. So on the very first page, I just set up the month. So as you can see, February 2017, and then I've just got a 1 to 28 down there with the initials of the days as well. And then that will be my calendar, so I can note down anything that's going on there. On the next page, I've just got tasks up here. So all that I'll do there, it's quite useful because it stops and makes you think about what you want to get done that month. Any of the bigger things, and also that helps me because if I write them down, it's rarely more than, if it's more than like 10 things, on the bigger, I need to get these jobs done or big projects or things around the house. So it does break it down and I think, well, I've got a whole month and gradually they get ticked off there. And then I have, which is obviously personal to me, you don't all snail mail. I have my little snail mail section down here, which has got my incoming and my outgoing. So I can just keep track of what post I've got coming in and out. As you will have seen from these first pages, terrible handwriting as well. It's another thing that I think is indicative of the fact that I have no artistic skills whatsoever, and yet I love a bullet journal. So please don't be put off doing it because you see all of those gorgeous spreads all over Instagram and Pinterest and the like. Doesn't need to be. I started doing this last June. My spreads have always looked like this, and it works for me. I wouldn't be without it. So then on the next page, I have February review. So I'll move that across for you. So I just use a double page spread. This is more like journaling really than helping me around productivity. Although I say that when you reflect back on it through the month or at the end of the month, it does help you spot things and set you up for the month ahead. So I've got a little section there for memories, section down here for things that I'm loving with a little book. See, those are my doodles. That's kind of all you're going to get. With books that I'm loving, TV and film that I'm loving, and then there's space for anything else that I like, want to write down. Things that are happening in the garden. It's not a huge section at the moment. That will probably end up being like a full page spread over the summer months because I'll have a lot more going on out there. Health there, my studying I put in that quadrant, tracking how I'm getting on, how I'm feeling about it, and any achievements. Achievements is always the one that is probably empty at the end of the month and I have to really think hard about it. But I do think that there's a benefit and merit in doing that. So I'm keeping that there. Let's move along. I then have a double page spread around gratitude. So you can see all that I've done is put February gratitude across the top with some washi tape. There's a lot of washi tape involved here. And then just the 1 to 28 down there. And all that I do at the end of each day is I look back on the day and think about 3 things that I've been grateful for that day, that have made me smile, that have made me happy. It's a powerful thing to do. I did share a blog post about the benefits of a gratitude journal, which I will share in the link below. So I wouldn't be without that. That is really good. I enjoy doing that each day. I then have double page spread here, boop, boop, which is on meal planning. So you can see I've got all the days there, meals in the left hand column and then shopping in the right hand column. This is really handy for planning ahead And also it's somewhere for me to note down as I'm running out of things throughout the week, thinking, oh yeah, I need that. I make a little note in there. I can never forget anything then. It is really good. And because I shop online, this is just, it's there, isn't it? I can just grab it. I then have my February fitness tracker. You might have seen my blog post on this about how bullet journal can help you with health and fitness. I'll link to it below, which I started to set up last month. So I've kept the tracker in here. The only thing that I've sort of cut out of doing on here is I did have a column for my steps each day, because I do wear a step track and activity tracker. I wear a polar loop, but I was forgetting to do it. And what's the point? It became like a thing where I was irritated with myself because I hadn't remembered to write down my steps, and then it just became a bit form-filly. So I've been that off. So I'm putting down in there exercise, my mood each day, and then I'll put my weight each week in there as well. So that is what I'm doing for fitness. So that's it. That is me set up. So let's have a look. So it's not many pages that I set up. That has taken me, I've just done it before filming this. I'd say if it took me 10 minutes, and that included chatting to my daughter because she wanted to know what I was doing, and she helped me choose all the washi tape. So that's all in there. That's each of the spreads. And then you can see what I'll then do, which is the main part of the journal really for me, is just use my daily lists. So I've got tomorrow's set up there. I also always put my little empty cups ready to fill in with my drinks each day. And what I tend to do down here is I'll list my to-dos there, all bullet pointed, cross them off as I'm going along, or migrate them if I don't get them done. And then on the right here, I keep a food diary underneath my water, so I'll make a note of anything that I'm eating. And that's it. That's my bullet journal set up. All set to go, all set to be productive. I'd love to hear what you think. I know a few of you have asked to have a look at that. And I'm hoping that it is inspiring some of you who are a little bit reticent to have a go at these because you think it's all about how they look. And as you can see, mine isn't that. It's colourful, granted, through washi tape and pens, which anyone can do. But it's not about it being really, really pretty, although it makes me happy that it's all bright and colourful. It is about this being practical for me. If you've read my post, which I wrote about getting started with bullet journaling, which I will link to below, the big thing that I would say there is make it work for you. So yeah, look at spreads, take inspiration from different spreads and what people are including, but put in what you need to track and what you need to take a note of to make you more productive. Don't make it about like a form filling exercise where you're just putting things in there for the sake of filling them in. And if it doesn't work, the good thing about this is just knock it out the month after when you set up your spreads again. Just change it. And throughout the journal as well, you can add collections in. I'm seeing if I've got any collections here. So with the fitness one that I set up, let me find it, which I will have blogged about. There's some collections in there as well. I've got my happy in there, inspiration in there. Over Christmas, I did some stuff on Christmas presents and Christmas food and bits and bobs like that. You see, as I'm flicking through, how scrawly and messy it is. But sort of the basics, the backbone, are the spreads that I set up at the start of the month. And then the daily lists, which are just, this is basically always out, I'm always completing this. This is how I set up my day in the morning. I'll write this first thing and we're good to go. So I'd love to hear what you think. Do pop down any questions. If you've enjoyed this, if it's helped you, give me a thumbs up, please. And do subscribe for paper uploads every Wednesday. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.